welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This is episode 44. Why am I alone?
We all laughed
Yeah,
as soon as we start.
I
um, yeah, so
What do you
episode
say?
44. Today, after the atrocious episode of the 43rd episode,
it was
now we
Yeah.
are joined back again with our normal host, Albert Wiradharma, and of course, the one that's always playing game while podcasting, Ariq.
Sometimes I'm eating.
Sometimes.
that's true. Sometimes it's eating.
Yeah, and the regular dude, Kelvin.
That isn't. Uh, and as always, no Teguh.
Teguh
Not
said
always.
his sheep has a fever, so he's
I
trying
thought
to
I thought
treat
he I thought he had the fever.
He got
Oh, the
hay
sheep.
fever from the sheep. What? God, you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
So both of them have fever, the sheep and the
Yes.
and the
but
Teguh.
but sheep and the Teguh. Yes. Yes. What kind of Disney princess is that? It should be S tier.
Sheep and the Teguh.
Well,
Okay, Ariq,
Anyways,
you can stop with the tier list.
I know you don't like it, but your opinion is irrelevant. Okay.
You see, you're wearing Levi. I'm wearing Guess.
Okay. Can we go to the topic before it's like the 43rd episode where you guys talk nothing for like 30
Hey.
minutes?
Shut up! I tried my best.
to be fair, it's not the worst episode I've ever heard. It's just more laid back than what we usually are. But I guess that's fine.
It's
I haven't
like,
seen I haven't heard any negative comments just yet.
oh,
Just yet.
there
I'll be
will
the first.
I will be the first with negative. I'll put negative comments on there.
Hey.
Yeah.
It have less viewership and listens than our previous episode, but I don't know if that's something to do with you guys or just the title that you put.
I
But yeah,
I think because me and
Most-
Togo we start the stream earlier. We start at 8 p.m. Japan.
maybe that's why.
So what time is it in US? I don't know.
8 p.m. Japan. That's 2 hours. 6 a.m.
It's like
6
6
a.m.
a.m.
6
No
a.m. No
one's
one's
out.
awake. Everyone's still
Y'all
hungover.
are asleep.
On a weekend, yet no one's awake.
Yeah, everyone's still hungover. Exactly.
I mean, the ones that are awake probably stayed up.
And
Oh, they definitely stayed up.
exactly. So yeah, maybe
yeah.
that's why.
Yeah. Let's just get into it right away. So we are back, three of us. Kelvin said, Ricky, Kelvin Yohanes, Albert Wiradharma. Ariq still haven't changed his name tag.
I don't want to. I like it.
But yeah, today we'll be talking about the Mulan trailer, Black Widow trailer, No Time to Die 007 trailer. We'll also be we might if you have time preview some December movies. We might not. And finally we're gonna be talking about the best Hollywood movie titles that are translated into foreign countries' language, and that should be a lot of fun. Have you guys done your homework and searched up some interesting Hollywood movie titles?
No, I found one and laughed at it, and then I'm just gonna go with that.
I have been too drunk to do my research after learning about the homework that I have tomorrow.
Well, I got one that will blow your socks off. So yeah. Before we
Sort
get
of got
to
that's the title. Blow yourself.
before we get to it, I realized that none of us have talked about Frozen 2 or Knives Out, even though it's released like 2 weeks ago and
I haven't
3 weeks
watched
ago.
either.
Do you want me to review it? No
No.
spoiler, non-spoiler.
I'll just not listen. I'm going to watch it like on 16th. Okay.
Okay, well, I won't spoil it in case anyone of the audience want to hear it. In just my thought opinion, I thought Frozen 2 was good. It has less sketchy songs than the first one, and I thought the first film was a better film, but this one is not. It's not a bad film. It's just a fine film, and the animation is incredible. And as for Knives Out, it is definitely one of the best films of the year. It's not close to my favorite, it's a very good murder mystery, who done it kind of thing. Ryan Johnson, who directed The Last Jedi, did a pretty good job directing this one, and it's a very interesting take on a murder mystery. So yeah, Calvin, yo, okay. Once he realized that we're no longer talking about it, I don't know how I'm supposed to warn him. Yep, okay, Calvin, we're back. I'm done
What?
talking about Knives Out and Frozen 2. That's it.
Good, don't.
Okay.
Don't watch it.
Okay, so yeah, those two films are quite good. Anyway, let's go to our first topic of the day, which is
What?
Black Widow trailer.
Oh.
I haven't watched it.
You haven't
What?
watched it? We
No.
played it just now.
We played
Yeah,
it the
and I was
movie stream.
stressing out about my homework just now.
God damn it! How
Can
am I
you
No, but
stress
I
at the
but
same
but
time?
but I did saw the enemy. It's like what the Crimson dude, isn't it? The communism dude, isn't it? Communism man.
what the hell are you talking about?
Isn't there a red dude somewhere in there?
Omega Red? Is that
Oh, that's
Omega
his
Red?
name.
No, that's
Is
not
he a
Omega
bad
Red.
guy or a good guy?
No, Omega Red is a different character. It's
Oh, it's not.
it's
Is it a communist?
it's Captain. God damn it! I have to check.
Captain Communist.
I just said the name in the pre-show. It's David Red Guardian. Red Guardian. No, it's not. It's not a bad guy. Red Guardians. Okay, so let's talk about it, and then we'll get to the characters and everything. I thought the trailer was good for a Black Widow trailer. It's just like what we expected to be. It feels very Winter Soldiery, even with the music. They have an eerie music to it, and then it looks good. The action sequence looks awesome. The villain is supposedly Taskmaster, and you know who Taskmaster is. You guys, yeah.
Oh.
Supposedly the villain is Taskmaster.
Did they show? Did they show?
They show Taskmaster. Yeah.
But
So it's
very
a skeleton
easy.
face.
See, this is why we should have watched a trailer instead of me describing scene by scene what happened, Calvin.
Well, Albert, you know I don't watch MCU trailers because I'm going to watch the movie anyway.
If I can find a picture, I'll try to share screen it. But yeah, while I'm doing that, I just want to hear what I said a bit. Ariq, what did you think of the trailer?
This was alright. I don't know. I know nothing about any of this, man. I'm just like, oh, cool, Black Widow and some Captain Communist. I'm like, yay.
It's not okay. First of all, it's not Captain Communist. It's Red Guardian, which is supposedly
Yeah,
it's technically the Russian
not
Captain
the-
America. It's supposed to be
Yeah,
the Russian
how-
Captain America.
Yeah,
What did I just say?
Captain Communist.
Yeah.
That is not what the name of the character is. And Calvin will not be happy with the look of Taskmaster because that is the Taskmaster that we got
It's basically a dude in a motorcycle helmet.
so
yeah,
far.
that's just a dude in a motorcycle helmet, or maybe that's his like first form. Maybe he's going to have a skeleton face later.
Next, I have a racing car helmet.
I've heard theories that I don't know how people break this down, but people say the way how the Taskmaster in the trailer pulled the bow and arrow is exactly the same way how Hawkeye pulled the bow and arrow. So they said that
Blow and
Taskmaster
arrow.
actually they say blow and arrow.
Bullshit.
That's what, and they said that means in the previous Hawkeye have faced Taskmaster. That's why.
No. Okay, Albert, let me ask you this: how else are you going to pull a bow and arrow with your foot?
No,
Your
I guess
teeth?
Hawkeye have a specific thing
I
that
mean,
he did. I guess.
There are different ways to pull an arrow, but at the same time, it's just.
I know.
But,
but-
like commonly, that's how an arrow is pulled. So I don't see like the issue.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Just because
I shouldn't have brought
Thanos-
it. I shouldn't have brought this up.
Just because Thanos and Iron Man breathe the same way, they're related? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, but Taskmaster
Their
Taskmaster is able to copy. Don't you know that? That's his
Okay,
power.
Yeah.
okay, well,
Yeah, exactly.
explain
That's his
what you mean
power.
about how they pull the arrow.
Exactly. Taskmaster can copy people's ability. I know that. But apa namanya? Like how is
What
that
Albert is
relate
meant
to
to say is like,
Taskmaster being
he knows how to use a bow.
or
He knows how
that?
to use a bow
No,
because
like
he's
okay, I don't
Hawkeye
know.
once.
Okay,
think
I
that's
don't
what you're
know.
supposed to
I'm not
say.
the one who brought this up, okay? But I literally heard someone literally like pay attention to the exact movement of how Hawkeye usually pull his bow. And they said that Taskmaster's how she does it. Maybe it's coincidence, maybe it's not. But they say the way how she does it, they say Hawkeye do it differently than just usual bow and arrow guy. So I don't know.
That guy's a pile of shit. That's what. That guy's a pile of shit.
Calm down. I'm just giving up. I'm just
show the
giving
picture-
out
wait,
theories.
show the picture of him pulling the bow, because that's what we
Yeah, show me that first.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, in the Black Widow trailer, we see her in the white suit, which is I like it. I remember in some of the comic incarnations, you have the white suit, and it looks good. Like I said, the music was eerie in the way of like the Winter Soldier type. Is very awesome. And of course, we see Rachel Weisz in there, and they still have the classic comedy in the trailer when Rachel Weisz is like, when David Harbour's like, it still
gotten
fits.
fat.
It still
Look
fits.
at
You
that.
got fat. Kelvin got distracted.
I would say the trailer is not really that good because none of them said the word suka or bliet.
What's that mean?
I mean, it's Russian. I don't understand.
Okay.
How
Okay.
about-
Well,
To American.
Wait,
here,
so
here.
wait,
I'll
so this movie is not about Budapest?
No, it's
No.
they showed it that it's gonna
Oh.
take place between Civil War and Infinity War when she's on the
Hello.
run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I'll,
Kinda
I'll say
disappointed.
I'll say one more before I get to the negativity of this trailer, which I can feel Kelvin's vibe of it. I'll just say one more thing. Florence Pugh is going to be. I'm so happy for Florence Pugh because this is going to be her breakout role. She's in Fighting with My Family. She's in Midsommar, and she's going to be in Little Women in December. And first of all, Fighting with My Family and Midsommar is among two of my favorite films of this year. She is amazing in that role, and I've heard some Oscar buzz for her role in Little Women. So she's having a fantastic year, and people deserve to know her. And once she's going to appear in Black Widow, people are going to know her name. And I'm so happy for her because she's such a fantastic actress. I think Kelvin lost something.
Yeah,
But-
I lost a leg.
You lost a leg. What?
I lost a limb.
Out of context. I lost a leg in the middle of the episode.
I lost a leg. What? Oh.
No, I'm serious. I lost a leg. Look, it's missing one leg.
Oh.
Okay, so well,
You're
if
talking
you
about your bug.
while you try to look for your leg, I guess I'll say what I think is negative about this trailer. I thought the trailer it looks good. I like the vibe of it. I wasn't like overly excited about it the way I was when I saw the trailer for like let's say Into the Spider-Verse. Because I was excited for it because it looks awesome and it looks different. And this one, it feels like a Mission Impossible film from what I looked from the trailer, especially with the free fall at the end.
I mean, they're spies.
Isn't there a Mission Impossible called Free Fall?
No, Fallout.
Oh,
Free fall?
how about Skyfall? What is it?
That's James Bond.
Oh, that's James Bond.
And
Oh,
if
that's a game that we played.
and the sky is falling is from Chicken Little.
Okay, Albert.
Anyway,
Just making sure.
anyway, yeah. I expressed Kelvin's sentiment of like, oh, it takes place between Civil War and Infinity War. Like, I feel like it could be more interesting if it's like Budapest, right, Kelvin?
Because like from the previous things, at least I heard like they're going to show the history of Black Widow. That's what before the trailer was out. That's what the buzz is all about. Like, oh, they're going to finally show the history of Black Widow. That's why.
They're finally gonna show
And then
Budapest.
Black Hawk.
Black Hawk.
Wrong character.
That's a helicopter.
Wrong character.
But Hawkeye and Black Widow, they always mention just like Budapest, right? Oh, yeah. They always do that. You know?
Budapest.
So it's like when they say it's going to be a history, I thought they're alluding to that, but no.
I think
I'm
think
sad.
they might be flashbacks because she is going. I don't know if she's going to Russia, but she did met with those three characters: Yelena Belova, Red Guardian,
Is
and
Budapest in Russia?
Rachel Weisz. No, Budapest is in
Oh.
Hungary.
Oh, it's
I believe,
Hungary.
Grand Budapest.
I believe it's Hungary.
Oh,
Grand
I
Budapest
don't know. I
Hotel.
don't know, man.
And yeah, well, they're gonna go to Russia, which is where the Red Room is, or at least I think she's going to Russia. So maybe there will be some relation to that. Plus, she's visiting back her old family, quote unquote.
Is she going to the Red Room thing?
I don't know. I really don't know. But from the trailer, there is one scene where there is like a bunch of Black Widows. It looked like So maybe
And
there's like
the room was red. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Here's the thing, though. I have a question for you guys. Do you think that this movie is too late? Like, would you have loved it if it was released before Infinity War and Endgame instead
Yeah.
of being released now?
What's the name? Her death in Endgame would mean a lot more to me.
yeah,
Yeah. Instead of having Captain Marvel in the midst of that, I'd rather have that.
I would rather see this literally right in between Civil War and like since it's taking place between Civil War and Infinity War, I would rather see it in between that in terms
Yeah,
of release date as well. It would be much
true.
better than
It
now.
will be much for the continuity too, gitu. Yeah, so people don't get confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, but having that movie before Endgame would make it much better. So
Plus,
we care more
I'm
about it.
sort of confused. People have been clamoring for a Black Widow film for so long, and they say that we're making a Black Widow film for so long, and it took them some time, and eventually it did happen, but it took them quite some time until 2020 now.
I don't know. The thing is, like, if you make a Black Widow movie, it's basically like I haven't watched Mission Impossible, but something like that. But female.
Did any of you see Red Sparrow with Jennifer Lawrence last year or 2
I
years
heard it's
ago?
bad.
Yeah, but I don't know how good it is, but they said that is literally the Black Widow film because it's literally like about a spy and about like the training regimen and everything.
Is there
like that.
anything about the Sparrow?
I think that's just her code name. There isn't actually a sparrow. Kelvin looks disappointed.
I thought this is
Why would you think-
documentary. No.
a documentary about what?
About rat sparrows. I was like, oh, mommy, I want to know about rat sparrows. And then Jennifer Lawrence got naked. I was like, God dang it.
This is not a Christian movie.
Where's the sparrow in then?
Okay.
It's not even that.
I'll say this though. I listen. You guys are not happy with the theory that I brought out about the Hawkeye crossbow thing. Not crossbow.
No,
Taskmaster. Here's a theory
I have
which
nothing against that.
Yeah, I know, but I agree.
Like...
I agree that it was a stretch. I agree it was a stretch. Here is one that I can see more happening because it's like
wait. A stretch?
No pun intended.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, for the audience, for audio listener. So yeah,
some of you are slow.
So yeah, that one I agree is kind of out of the realm of possibility, but the one that is in the realm of possibility is because what's the name of the character? Taskmaster is the bad guy. And there's going to be 3 other characters. A person have pointed out, and this is a movie critic / comic lover that I adore. He's a host as well, which hosts a comic book show, and he says that Yelena Belova, this is a theory, this is not true.
Who's that?
Yelena Belova, Florence Pugh's character, which we saw in the trailer, which we saw in the character fighting early on with Black Widow, which is sort of another Black Widow, basically.
The one with the...
No, that's from Mulan, dumbass.
Oh, that's from Mulan.
The one with the...
She's in the trailer. She's the one who is fighting Black Widow. Played by Florence Pugh, the blonde one, and in the comics, she is basically another Black Widow because there are a lot of Black Widows. And someone pointed out, the host pointed out, that the fighting styles of Florence Pugh's character is literally mimicking Black Widow's character. So they said that the actual Taskmaster is actually Yelena Belova. That's what their theory is.
Isn't it?
They were trained in the same place.
Wait.
Of course, they would have
they
the same
trained in the same place.
style.
Of course, they have the same style.
No, but then there is one scene where Red Guardian is fighting the Taskmaster, and Taskmaster is mimicking it as well.
Yeah, because it's Taskmaster.
Albert, this is going in circles.
You're talking about the Bellanova guy? And then
Bellanova. Yelena Belova.
That's a ball in my town.
That's a freaking shopping mall.
I'll just call her Bellanova from now on.
Okay.
No, just so you're talking about Bellanova. But then now but then the next point you're talking about Taskmaster.
Okay, yeah, here's the thing. Taskmaster is Yelena Belova according to him because of the way how she literally mimics how Black Widow fight.
Yeah, but Bellanova and Black Widow train in the same place. They both are.
They learn the same moves.
They're
Yeah,
both basically the Black Widow. The same like
Black
the Belanova
Widows.
girl is like another Black Widow.
Okay, I see what your point is.
So
I don't know.
like,
I still
if you study Taekwondo, do you have the same? You studied Taekwondo in the same place as me, gitu. Like, will we have different styles of fighting? No.
Yeah, I mean, no, we have the same techniques, but the style of fighting is like what we feel like doing. Like, have you guys have any martial arts experience?
I
We went to Muay
joined
Thai a
once.
bit.
I joined a few
Have,
times Muay Thai.
have you ever done sparring?
I did with one of our classmates.
Like when you do sparring, you guys know the same techniques, you guys know the same style, but it's not like you guys are doing the exact same moves to each other.
No, I guess.
See?
But it's like,
What do you mean they're not doing the same move? Well, explain that.
no.
Like,
what
okay.
what I'm trying to say is like, okay, maybe one person is fighting more like Mike Tyson, and the other one is more like Pacquiao, gitu. You know,
Sure.
something like that. You know.
Like when I had Taekwondo experience, like when I was sparring, it's not like both of us use the same kicks at the same all the time. Like we change it up. I like to use a hook kick, and my opponent likes to use like just the punch or something. Like we have learned the same techniques, but we're not doing the same moves. But in the trailer, Yelena Belova and Black Widow, they're doing the same moves. So, you know, it's just a theory. It's just a theory.
When you say the same move, you mean like as Black Widow is kicking with her right leg, she's also kicking with her right leg in the same motion?
At the same
I did not pay attention to that.
At the same time?
I did not pay attention to that detail. However, the host that I said, he said that he paid attention to that detail.
Yeah, I'm still. I don't really
It's
care, but I'm still leaning towards
Towards not.
to
Okay.
Belanova and have the same move because they study in the same they practice in the same place.
Okay,
I'm pretty
fair
sure
enough.
they're more professional than us at fighting, obviously. So I'm pretty sure their tactics look exactly the same.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I guess that's it for the Black Widow talk. I'm just really happy for Florence Pugh because she's awesome. And yeah, let's. I just told you where she was from. Midsommar, fighting with my family.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
I know. It's you guys have to watch it. It's a really good film.
One like I thought like you guys have to watch movie 43, but
I did Saw 43.
Fully?
I watched it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, who didn't watch it fully then?
That disgusting freak of
one of us didn't watch it fully. That's what I remember.
I didn't watch it fully.
Yeah, see, that's Ariq.
And the fact that you're comparing Midsommar to movie 43 is something else.
Midsommar
the fact that you brought up movie 43 in a trailer discussion is something else.
Okay, let's move on. Yeah, the next trailer that we have is No Time to Die, aka the James Bond film by Daniel Craig. His fifth one.
Kelvin Yohanes, has never watched a single James Bond movie. So as the few clips that I saw in James Bond, I see it as a cool action, but I don't know how cool it is compared to the previous one. Yes,
probably
I'll
not
just
that
say
cool.
That. Because when I see it, it's just like, Hobbs and Shaw did it like more stupidly, actiony.
Hobbs and Shaw did it more stupidly. Fair.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
in comparison to the old Bonds, this one is less sci-fi and more gritty.
Was the old Bonds really sci-fi? I've never seen the old Bonds. Like Kelvin.
I mean, I've seen like a bit of it when I was younger.
Are you talking about the Bronson Bond or?
Yeah, him. I think that's his name.
Yeah, from what I
heard, they have like invisible cars and cars that go underwater, like the one in GTA Kill.
Yeah, from what I know, Bronson's version of James Bond is way more goofy, and lots of people like it. Some people doesn't like it, and that's why the Daniel Craig version of Bond is like very serious, very realistic, very gritty, which is why people love Casino Royale. And
I saw the ball hitting scene.
The end Casino Royale.
I think so. Is that?
Yeah, that's a good scene. Yeah.
The penis torture.
Yes, the penis toad.
Well, there goes our monetization or whatever was left of it.
We are so close to getting paid. Damn it.
the, the penis torture. For God's sake. For God's
Uh,
sake, the way you have to put it.
but yeah, I've only ever seen Casino Royale, the first Daniel Craig film, and the last of Daniel Craig film until this film, which is Spectre. That's the only one that I've seen for James Bond. So I sort of know, based on the trailer, I sort of know what's
Oh.
going on. I wasn't too sure. I know that this girl, the blonde girl, she is the daughter of the bad guy, I believe. Not this bad guy, the daughter of Christoph Waltz character, which is the bad guy in the fifth film, if I'm not wrong. So I don't know why she's teaming up with him. I don't remember the fifth film at all. I can't remember if they team up in the actual fifth film. So that's that. Rami Malek is going to be playing the bad guy, and Kelvin claims to him as the.
Is this going to be a musical?
No, no,
The Malik guy is here.
not everything he does is a musical.
Oh. Well, I'm not watching it now.
James Bond the musical.
I'm pretty sure you would watch it anyways in a theater.
Yeah, not wrong.
And yeah, this is the interesting one though that I want to ask you guys. In the trailer, Lashana Lynch, which you might know as from Captain Marvel as what's her name? God damn it, Maria Rambeau.
Oh, is
She
that
is
her name?
in Captain Marvel. In this one, she is playing 007. So I'm assuming James Bond took a break from from being 007, and
Ah.
someone took over the mantle as 007, and it is someone
Wait,
who's
what was the previous movie?
Spectre,
Before
which
that?
I don't remember the story. Before Spectre?
I think Spectre, he kind of just yeeted from the agency.
Did he retire at the end of Spectre?
He drove away in his. No, he didn't drive away. His car was
He
broken.
drove away like Paul Walker.
Not in that sense.
I can't remember what happened. Okay, I just remember the
I-
big fight happened.
I don't remember.
The
Yeah, there's a big fight. I don't remember what happened as well. But yeah, what I want to ask you guys is if I don't have much James Bond knowledge, but as far as I know, this is the first time that someone
Is a female
else.
James Bond?
No. That someone else aside from James Bond took over the role of 007. Because as far as I know, even though there has been multiple James Bond actors, they have always been 007. So what do you think of the fact that they're hinting at a legacy character in as 007?
I don't care. I don't.
I don't think
haven't.
we've never really been big.
True.
We've never really been big fans of 007.
Yeah,
This is
the only 007 things I know is the genital torture thing, and also the Golden Eye game. That's the only thing I know about 007, about James
That
Bond.
really shitty one.
okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, is that a significant thing or not? I don't know.
I mean,
Fair.
technically, it would be significant because 007 is always related to James Bond.
Isn't James? I thought James Bond is just a code name.
James Bond is the name of the person.
Yeah, are you
I'm
sure?
not sure if it. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think
They've never-
wasn't there
they
at
have-
one point.
There was theories, but they have, as far as I know, they have never confirmed or denied that it's a code name.
I mean, like, you're a spy. I don't think spy used their real name.
Well, I don't know.
No wait, no, wait.
We clearly are not. We clearly are not.
No, wait, no. I remembered. James Bond is the actual name, at least in the movie,
Yeah,
because he went back to the manor where he came from.
He
and
went
that's right.
back to the
father's
future.
name. His father's name is Andrew Bond, so yeah, so I guess it's a family name there.
Well,
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
Clearly, Kelvin doesn't know anything, but so
Yeah, I don't know
he's
about
lost
that. I don't know
interest.
anything.
yeah. We're not really
So he has
qualified
lost
to
interest.
criticize on this thing. But as far as
I know that a lot of I've seen a few articles about. Oh wait, so the what's her name? The one in Captain Marvel,
Lashana Lynch,
Las Armas. Yes, that girl. I mean like, she's playing 007.
yeah, in the trailer she said that I'm 007.
Oh, so I guess they finally did it. a female character playing 007.
No, I wonder how much. Like, I'm not against it, but I wonder how
Sexism
much.
is no more.
Sexism is no more. Sexism rate down. Zero
Here,
percent.
here.
No more.
I'm not against it.
World peace confirmed.
Let me say something, I'm not against it, but I wonder how many people got really like upset and riled up by the fact that not only it's not a male, it's not white, and I believe she's not even British, and it took over the role of
Wow.
007.
Wow, three birds with one stone.
I know. I wonder how much people who actually, if people do
You're,
it, I wonder
you're
how
a
much
James
they-
Bond. Have
I
a.
mean, honestly, to be honest, like if it, she's black. Okay, she's a woman. Okay, but she's not British. Heresy.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know if she's not British or not in real life, but in the trailer, I don't hear British accent unless that is her attempt at a British accent. So
maybe
Unless
she's
that is her attempt.
maybe she's born there, but she's raised in US, and then she
Let's-
went back.
let's fact check that, shall we? Lasana Lynch. But yeah, Anna de Armas is in the trailer, and I'm guessing she's gonna be the Bond girl, and she's
Who is
awesome.
that?
First of all, oh, she's English. Oh, I'm sorry if I insulted your British accent, Lasana. I thought you're not. You're not British. Oh no, I feel
Your
bad now.
accent is too. Your accent is too real. I thought British people's accent sounds stupid.
No, Ana de Armas. She's in Blade Runner 2049. She's in
I haven't
Knives
watched
Out,
that.
which is the recent
I haven't watched
release,
that.
and she's fantastic in Knives Out. And she's in Knock Knock, the Keanu Reeves movie.
I haven't watched any of that.
She's good in Blade Runner. She's good in Knives Out. Knock Knock is a movie, so I'll just say that.
Okay, why do you have to say that?
It's a movie, Kelvin.
That's the only.
Oh.
That's the
Oh,
only.
I thought Albert was trying to do the joke. Who's there?
Have
Oh,
you
what
ever?
are-
Oh,
Have you ever at least heard of Knock Knock, the film?
the joke, yeah.
No, of the Keanu Reeves film.
Well, no.
It's a thrill. Okay, I'll give you the premise.
Oh,
It's a
oh.
it's a
Is
thriller.
it like this? Is it like this? Is it like this? He knocks, and then like he starts saying, "Do you want to build a snowman, Elsa?"
No. So
Oh.
I'll tell you the premise of this film. It says drama mystery in here. It's a thriller, and I'll just basically Keanu Reeves is a father. I believe he's a writer, and his family is going on vacation, and he cannot go because he have to finish a project. So he stayed at home. And so when he's at home, suddenly it was raining, and then there is these two girls. One of them is played by Ana de Armas. I don't know who the other one is. And they knock at this house, and it was raining cold, and they're looking for a party, and they end up in the wrong address, which is Keanu Reeves' house. And they asked if they could borrow a towel and a telephone to ask where everything is. And so Keanu Reeves invite them into their house, and one of the girls start flirting with Keanu Reeves, and it become a very sexually. It's like
I don't know, man.
it's
Keanu
like
Reeves.
it's like they're torturing Keanu Reeves with sexual stuff, but in like a legit torture. So it's a thriller.
Is it another genital torture?
No.
Does he knock?
Okay,
Knock knock.
okay. First of all, you guys are not gonna watch this film, right? This is a 2015 film. There is one scene.
Is it where he's stuck in the ground and he's forced to watch something?
That is the ending of the film. In the end of the film, they
Wow.
knock him out. They buried him in the ground, and he is forced to.
Oh,
And the thing that he's watching is a video of
of his dog dying.
no.
John Wick 4 confirmed.
Ana de Armas in this film. There is one scene which, spoiler alert, she is wearing the clothes of Keanu Reeves' daughter, which is like a very young daughter, and she just started grinding on Keanu Reeves while howling like a dog,
Ooh.
I'm imagining some very weird things
aka
going on.
doggy style. And they literally record that, and that is the thing that Keanu Reeves is watching at the end of the film to make him suffer.
So I know why he's suffering. He cannot touch his pee-pee.
No, he's suffering because his family is
His whole body's underground. I'm pretty sure.
And-
I'm pretty sure he can just wriggle.
No,
And
no. What if
and his
she's
his
ducked
family
in
is
like
fucking dead.
arms apart like this? You know?
Look at Keanu Reeves'
Oh
face on
my
that scene.
god.
Look at Keanu's
Oh
face
my
on that.
god, you're right.
Wait.
He's breathtaking.
No, Ariq, you are breathtaking.
Oh! God
And
damn
I can neither
it.
and I can neither confirm or deny that there are lots of titties in this film. All right,
I
let's
want
move on.
like imagine if the movie Knock Knock, but then no one knocks.
What are you implying?
The title is Knock Knock, but then no one knocks.
I'm the one who knocks. Who says that? That's in Breaking Bad, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm making.
I don't know.
Calvin knows. I mean, that's how this.
But yeah,
Alright.
even though Knock Knock is
Wait,
bad,
what are we talking about again? I
Ana de
wasn't
Armas-
paying attention. It went
We
from
just-
James Bond. It went from James Bond to ball
Because-
torture to this.
because of Ana de Armas. Anyway, let's move on to the Mulan trailer. Calvin,
Jeez, I
from
was
the ex-
lost.
from the Mulan expert, let's hear your thoughts, Calvin.
Hey,
Yeah, you're
Is it
Chinese.
because
You have to know Mulan.
I haven't even watched the animated one. So yeah, I watched that. This is the only trailer I watched out of everything to finally know what the story is about.
Uh-huh.
I thought they're going to speak a bit of Chinese at least. I guess not. So I'm kind of disappointed at that.
Maybe they will. I just maybe not yet.
I don't know, but I thought like the dad will be speaking like Chinese. So I was like readying my Chinese ears, but then they like English. That's not Chinese.
I mean, in the animated, it was also in English.
I know, but I don't know because they look Chinese. So I was like, I was expecting no, at least a bit of Chinese, but I guess not. So, but I don't know. The dragon isn't there, so I don't know.
Horrible
Maybe
trailer.
is that
Yeah,
bad?
Horrible trailer.
I'll explain a bit why the dragon isn't there in case people are wondering.
Yeah.
Apparently, when Mulan first was released in the animated film, it was released in China. It bombed, and the people in America thought it will not bomb, but it bombed heavily, and because of Mushu. Dragon's like this very mythical. How do you say it, Kelv? It's like highly.
Why are you asking me?
It's like
Huh?
it's like highly respected.
It's respected, yes, Albert.
Yeah, it's respected.
Because
And
it's a lucky.
and yeah, and right now.
Your Eddie Murphy is not my culture.
basically basically in the Mulan film, Mushu is very much like a comic relief. So the Chinese audience doesn't like that. It's like they're disrespecting it, and that's why in this live action film, supposedly they're sticking more to the actual mythology. They're still respecting the animated film, but they're sticking more to the mythology itself.
Is there going to be singing though? I don't know. From the vibe of the trailer that I see, it's like
There's no
the-
singing.
there's no singing, right? Yeah. Because if they
But
say
the
there's
song
something,
is from.
I will
But the song
make
is
a
from.
man out of you. I don't know how the song goes, but yeah, that song.
Can you try to attempt to sing that song? I want to hear what your
Shut up.
version of it is.
I will make a man out of you.
I-
So monotone.
We'll make a man out of you.
The fucking song, not the jingle, you idiot.
All I want for Christmas is to
Man.
make you a man. Just like how Mulan turns to a transgender man.
Kelvin, stop. She doesn't turn into a transgender man.
Oh, is that not how the ending goes?
Kelvin, you need to be serious, okay? Let's get down to business, okay?
No, Albert.
Oh, that's a song. Let's
Yeah.
get down to business. Or something.
Oh, that's the
Down
song.
to defeat the
Huh?
Huns.
The hump?
Huns.
Hans.
Oh, Hans. Oh, you mean the Hans from Frozen?
Four sons. No, not
How
that
many
Hans.
Hans are there?
It's Huns.
So even the Prince Hans country is attacking Mulan.
the hell?
I understand.
Prince Han's country.
Okay. All right, Ariq, what do you think of the trailer? What did you think of the trailer? Comics no use in this thing.
And I think of the trailer. I don't know. It looks kind of badass. I mean,
Really?
like I don't know. Like they make her look badass at least, or at least how the movie goes. It looks gritty.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
agree.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will be like Hacksaw Ridge kind of gritty, but
No, I don't think so.
I kind
Here's
of
what
wish it
I
was.
here's
Movie
something that
plot
I
is
said.
really
Here's something that I said in my trailer reaction. I was not used the fact that this is a Hollywood film and that the way how they shot everything
Anyway,
in the very
yeah.
Eastern culture style. I grew up watching several like Chinese films, with like literally Chinese films, and the way how the not the cinematography, like the setting of it in the beginning of it with all the temples and all the
Oh
shots of
yeah.
the village and everything, I was like, this is so weird. The fact that this is from a Disney film, that this feels like something that I watch out of like Chinese network on TV or something,
I don't
like
know, man.
the way
I
the
watch
way how
that
they
on I
the
watch
way
that
how
on
they
a
shot.
daily basis.
Exactly. I'm like, it's so weird that Disney's doing this, and it's so awesome at the same time. And so I hope this is good, because like I've said multiple times, she's one of my favorite characters and one of my favorite films. And as far as I know, it's confirmed that it's not gonna be a musical, but they're gonna use the music as background scores for the film, which cool.
Like what they did in the trailer.
They did that for Reflection, and it sounds so badass. And they choose Reflection as the badass song, which is like
Is it not supposed to be badass?
Reflection is like a
It's supposed.
very, it's like a slow,
Oh,
it's
it's
like,
the realization song, isn't it?
It is
yeah,
a realization song,
Oh, it's a realization song.
but they make it
but they
sound
made it
badass in the
badass.
score, which is like so cool. So I'm excited to hear what they did with the rest of it.
But if they make like, I'll make a man out of you to like very, very,
Into a realization song.
yeah.
I don't think that's how it's worked. But yeah,
Dude, our knowledge of how to turn. Wait, no, we only learn how to turn a male to a female.
huh?
We
What?
have to watch the.
No,
Not the.
we're not gonna talk
We're,
about that. Okay.
we're not gonna
Here,
talk or watch that. What you're
here,
about to say.
I'll say this. Disney's live action, they have done in the past. They have done several different things. They have done, which is like the straight adaptation, literally straight adaptation, which is the Lion King, which is Beauty and the Beast. They change none too little of the story at all, and they literally just do straight adaptation.
How about
They
Aladdin?
they have done where they give a little bit of change to the film, just like Aladdin,
Oh.
just like
Aladdin.
yeah,
Aladdin,
yeah, just like Aladdin.
motherfucker. Da-da-da-da-da.
They have done where they're doing a sequel kind of thing slash expansion of the story, which as all the films that I've seen, I'm not a fan of, which is the Alice in Wonderland stuff, which is the Maleficent stuff, and
I forgot about Alice in
and
Wonderland.
Dumbo. Those they literally barely took the story and they literally expand on it like way far off. And those stuff I don't really like. And then there is the stuff like Cinderella and the Jungle Book, which they took what worked from the story, they add their own story to it, and they still have the essence of the original film, but they make it its own film. And I think that is what Mulan is doing. They are taking the essence of the Mulan story, but they're making it on its own and not a frame by frame, nor just changing a little bit of stuff. And that's one that I like. So I hope if that's what the case is, I hope that's the case.
Nice.
I hope that's the case.
How's your Beetle doing?
Good case.
How's my beetle?
Yeah.
It's black.
Okay.
I'm not sure. That's not.
All right. So anyway, yeah. So Mulan.
It's facts. It's the color is black.
So yeah. So Mulan is going to be airing 2020, and Black Widow is March 2020 as well. But yeah, Mulan is from a foreign folklore. It's technically from a Chinese folklore, but it's a Hollywood film. And there are some Hollywood films that when it's translated to foreign language, the title sometimes it gets messed up, sometimes it's the same, sometimes it gets better. And in some cases, like what Kelvin pointed out in the past, one of which, well, you mentioned last week, Frozen 2 is what is it in Japan?
Anato Yuki no Jo 2.
Which is what?
Anna and the Snow Princess 2.
Okay, so like that's a case where it's just fine, literally. But there are the case like what Calvin have said in the past, and he has mentioned how he loved this film. Hobbs and Shaw in Japan is
Wild Speedo Super Combo.
it's Wild Speed Super Combo. So that's it's so much better. So
that is far better.
Honestly, when I first saw Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, I was like, not gonna watch that. Then when I went to the cinema in Japan, I saw the poster. Wait, that's not Hobbs and Shaw. Waldo Speedo Super Combo.
Combo.
We decided we're gonna talk about a bunch of Hollywood films that have translated. How do I even say it? Translated into foreign titles, and it's better.
Yeah, sure.
So okay, first of all, do you guys know Fast and Furious titles in Japan?
Yeah, Fast and Furious, Wild Speed.
Huh?
Fast and Furious title in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Wild Speed.
All of them is so. The first one is apparently Wild Speed. The second one is Wild Speed X2. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift is Wild Speed X3 Tokyo Drift. Fast and Furious, the fourth one, is Wild Speed Max.
Yeah, Wild Speed Max.
Fast 5 is Wild Speed Mega Max.
I know.
Mega Max.
Fast and Furious 6 is Wild Speed Euro Mission. Fast Furious 7 is Wild Speed Sky Mission, which I'm not sure why. There is one scene where they did the free fall, I guess, with the cars, and they did jump from Abu Dhabi, so maybe that's why they call Sky. And the Fate of the Furious, Wild Speed Ice Break, because of the torpedo, I guess.
Ice Break. I like how they take certain scenes and make that the title, even though it's not the main.
Know, right?
It's so much cooler. Wild Speed Mega Max.
Wild Speed.
Wild Speed Mega Max. Yeah, you see? If I was in Japan, I saw that title, I want to watch that. You know?
Do they not have a word for furious or something? Is that why they call it?
I'm very sure they have. But
it doesn't sound. It doesn't roll off the tongue very well.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Well, Ariq, do you happen to know several movie titles that translated in other countries?
I found one and it still giggles me.
What is it?
What is it?
You know the movie Sixth Sense, right? Or at least heard of it?
Yeah.
I think I saw it. It says the Chinese translation. It's simply titled "It's a Ghost."
Wow.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
Wait. Is it it's a ghost or is it he's a ghost?
It's a ghost.
Because I found a different site and it says he's a ghost and it's also from China.
Is it? Regardless what it is, he's or it's still funny.
It's okay. That's still funny. But if it's actually titled "He's a Ghost" in China, it literally ruins the whole twist of the film.
Yeah, exactly.
It literally tells.
It's either a spoiler. It's either a spoiler or something stupid.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. Bro, it's a ghost. That's all I found. That's all I found. I just saw that and I giggled. And I'm like, yes, I'll just.
Okay, Kelvin, what have you got?
I found 13. Okay, I found 12.
Okay. So tell us the actual movie title, and then tell us the foreign country of where the other title is from.
By the way, that this 12 is all from the same website.
Okay.
This all translated to Japanese. Okay.
Oh, they're all Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Napoleon Dynamite. Can you guys guess? First, do you have any idea?
Dynamito Napoleon. I don't know.
Does it have something to do with his hair? I don't know.
You guys are very wrong. It's Basu Otoko, Busman.
Wait, why?
I've never
Why
watched the
the-
movie, so I don't know what part.
I don't
Is there
think
a
there is
part
a
in the
bus.
bus?
Didn't he just ride a school bus at one point and that's it?
Exactly. Japanese took one scene and make that to the title.
Well, was that the reasoning, or it's just,
I don't
or
know.
they didn't
There's no
say?
reasoning in it.
They didn't say. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here's another one. This the old James movie. James Bond
What's
movie.
okay?
Not James movie. James Bond movie. I meant.
Which one is it in particular?
uh, You Only Live Twice.
Okay.
It's a
I,
Sean Connery is James Bond. You Only Live
I
Twice.
think I saw this.
Yeah. The Japanese title is uh 007 Wanido Shinu, which means 007 dies twice.
Wait, why they translated the
You're
wrong
not,
way?
you're not wrong though. I guess
You're
you
not.
live twice and you die
That means you
twice.
die twice. Yeah,
Of
he's not.
course.
You're not wrong. But it sounds so pathetic now.
007 dies twice.
Dice
That is so
dice twice.
It sounds so pathetic now.
pathetic. Okay.
Okay. This is my
Okay.
Dice
this
twice.
Okay,
Okay,
after this one, pause and I'll share mine and we go back to you again. We go back and forth.
okay. I like this one.
Yep.
Despicable
Wow.
Me.
The team.
Despicable Me.
Okay.
Okay. From all the Japanese one, we have seen a pattern, right? They took one scene and make that the title. So what you guys think the title is this for
Is
this is?
it something to do with the moon?
Yes.
Where he steals the moon?
No. How is it?
Mysterious Thief
Is it
Bruce
Moon Man or
Moon.
something?
Mysterious Thief Bruce Moon Theft 3D.
What's with the 3D?
I don't know.
3D. I think it was shown in 3D.
And they just put 3D in the
Or-
title.
Yeah,
It's not even 3D, but they just put it in the title.
Mysterious Thief Bruce Moon Theft. Doesn't roll off the tongue.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. My turn. I got some. So you guys know the film Die Hard, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Franchise. So there are multiple Die Hards. The first one is just regular Die Hard. It's titled in Danish. I'm talking about Denmark now. And there is Die Hard 2 in Danish is Die Harder.
It is a sequel.
This is
The
sequel.
third one, Die Hard with a Vengeance, the third film in Denmark is Die Hard, Mega Hard.
Mega hard.
I think at this point they're just taking a piss. They're like, oh yes,
And
yes,
I love-
this
I love
definitely
this one.
worked.
This is in Taiwan, Guardians of the Galaxy in Taiwan. The title is Interplanetary Unusual Attacking Team.
Well, that's their description.
I think they're doing this whole thing where they're trying to describe the whole movie in one sentence.
Like you know those memes like vaguely describe a movie in one sentence. That's what the
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
I think that's what they're doing. Vaguely describe this.
Okay, Calvin, go back to you.
Okay. Karate Kid. Okay.
Oh no.
And this
It's
is in
not a
Japan as
fun-
well.
Yeah, this is Japanese. This is from the same list, Albert.
Okay.
It's not that funny. Karate Kid turns to Best Kid.
What? Why?
Best kid.
Best Kid. Best. BESD. He's the best boy. Yeah,
Okay.
that's about it. Yeah. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Ferris suddenly one morning. What?
Suddenly one morning.
I started getting
No, but this one, I saved the last one for the best one. So this is the best one. This is the one that make me giggle so much.
Okay.
Being John Malkovich. Can you guys?
I've seen this one. I'm not gonna spoil it for Ariq.
Alright,
No,
you have any
I
idea?
don't know. No, I don't even know what that movie is.
Yeah, but the title in Japanese is Malkovich Ho. Malkovich Ho.
It makes sense, but it's like it's so disturbing. It's
So
so
specific.
disturbing.
No comment show. Yeah.
Ritual.
Oh, hey.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my
First of
God.
all, I'm gonna go back here. First of all, I was reading the article for the interplanetary unusual attacking team, and they mentioned how one of the subtitles in the film in Taiwan was very poorly interpreted as well. And there is one scene which this is the actual subtitle, and I'm trying to figure out what the actual line is, and I can't figure it out. But the subtitle that they put is Star Lord mentioned to Gamora, he taught people how to twist ass. And I'm like, what scene is this?
That's an interesting.
Dude, there should be a subreddit about poorly translated subtitle and let people guess what scene that is
What
from.
scene this is?
Yeah, they tell the movie, then they put the subtitle, then we have to guess the scene. That'll be fun.
Oh my god.
Do
The
you guys?
twist ass. How do you twist ass?
I don't
You
know.
twist nipples, yes. How do you twist ass?
I don't know. Okay, you guys know the movie As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson?
I heard of it. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, well, As Good as It Gets in Hong Kong is Mr. Cat Poops.
Mr. What?
Mr. Cat Poops.
Mr. Cat poops.
I don't know why.
Poops. Why?
I've never seen the film. I don't know if pooping is involved.
Is there a cat pooping? And they choose a random timestamp, and then that's where they click. So like
I
cat's
don't.
pooping. Cat's poop.
What if there is no, okay? What if there is no cat in the film? I don't. I've not seen this film.
What if there's no cat in the film?
Oh my god! No, shut up. The weirdest part is I'm reading the article. The weirdest part is there is no cats in this movie.
Oh what?
What?
I think the guy naming it is like,
There is dogs in the film,
This cat
but
I don't-
something else.
and the dog was urinating in the film, but there is no cat in the film. What the heck?
maybe he didn't wear his glasses, so he thought the dog is a cat, and the liquid is a poop.
I don't know how to say. I can't describe what's going on.
Yeah.
What were they smoking when you were naming that?
Dude,
Silver Linings Playbook in Russia is my boyfriend Psycho.
what?
Top Gun in Israel is Love in the Skies, which is literally, I guess, what happened.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
This is one of my favorite one. You know, Knocked Up, the comedy with Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl.
Oh yeah.
In China, it said one night ... big belly.
One night. Oh yeah, wait. I saw that in the same list where I found it. One night, big belly. That's also the time I saw that.
Okay, Kelvin, you got some more?
No.
Well, I got a lot, so be ready, you guys. You know the film Grease with John Travolta?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
In Argentina, the title, and I'm not kidding, the title is Vaseline.
Well,
I mean, it is blue after that. Yeah, it is
Vaseline
greasy.
greasy.
Yeah, but it's a literal product placement on the title. Like, what the heck?
Like grease is. I don't know what they were referring to in the movie. I think it was their hair. You don't use Vaseline on your hair.
I guess.
Like, I don't. Oh my god.
Oh wait, I actually got another one.
Okay, what is it?
Up.
From Japan as well, or?
Yeah. Everything's Japan for me. Up. Grandpa's flying house.
Yeah, well, it is. All these movies are just taking it literally and they put it in the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandpa's Flying House. Yeah.
Here.
That's about right.
Grandpa's flying house.
This one is not literally, and I don't even know the reasoning of it. I'm reading the article, and it doesn't make sense at all. Shawshank Redemption in Taiwan is called 1995 Fantastic. First of all,
What's the movie?
it's released internationally everywhere around the world in 1994, including in Taiwan. So I don't know why they put 1995 in its title. and they just put fantastic after 1995.
They're just
I mean,
reviewing the movie.
I feel like
Fantastic.
isn't it a good movie?
I feel like it's a review, but someone thought it's actually the title and they put it as a title instead.
Oh yeah, they
No,
were like trying to figure out like what movie is this, and they saw a movie review. Oh, okay.
1995. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Sounds like a good movie. Put that as a title.
That's going to mislead so many people.
I feel like most of the good ones are from China and Japan.
Yeah, I know.
It's a ghost still gets me.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
Pretty Woman in China, the one with
Yeah.
Richard Gere and Julia
yeah.
Roberts, is I will marry a prostitute to save money.
I think he's talking about his own life.
I think the guy who made it was just depressed at the time.
He was talking his life experience.
Here's the thing though, in the film, Richard Gere wasn't marrying Julia Roberts to save money at all. He was marrying Julia Roberts because he actually liked Julia Roberts. And Julia Roberts was spending a lot of money. So I don't know where they got this to save money part came from.
But I told you, it's his life story.
It's so sad.
It's his life
The guy
story.
who
That's why.
titled it.
I love this one. You guys know Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know how it's about the porn industry, right?
Yeah.
And the title in China is His Great Device Makes Him Famous.
It's great device. It's great device.
Okay. Okay.
The professional in China is This hitman is not as cold as he thought.
What? Why are these titles like? What? Why are they like I don't know, metaphorical?
G.I. Jane is Satan female soldier. Junior is son of devil. Risky
Oh.
business is just send him to university unqualified.
Hey, that's my movie.
Are they sending him to an unqualified university? Is that what they're doing?
I don't know. I don't know what that film is about.
Like the university is like in some kind of a broken down shack.
Why do I find that title so relatable?
I just found something that is so absurd.
What?
Army of Darkness in Japan, and Army of Darkness is the third film in the Evil Dead franchise.
Mhm.
And I don't know why it's just called this, but in Japan it's called Captain Supermarket.
What?
First of all, it's a horror film which take place in medieval era. There is no supermarket in this film.
I think that's like
Explain. As
like-
a living in Japan.
like the parents is like going to type the name, but then like the kid asks like, "Hey, Ma, can you go to the supermarket?" And it's like, "Okay," and the kid goes to the computer and type. Captain Supermarket. That's the only explanation I got.
Okay.
Okay.
I found one that is from Malaysia. Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me in Malaysia, is Austin Powers, the spy who behaved very nicely around me.
What?
Very specific.
I think they tried to cover the censorship.
Yeah, what is shag? Malaysia, I guess.
It means sex. It means sex. Fuck. Means fuck. Okay. So next time you say like your mom asked, "Did you fuck that girl?" No, she was very nice to me.
She was very nice to me. She was very nice to me.
She was very nice to me. Kill Mary, she was very nice to me.
She was very nice to me.
The Hangover in French is a very bad trip.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
This one I do not get at all. There is a film called The Producers. I don't know from what year, but in Italy the title is "Please do not touch the old woman."
No, man.
That's just a
I think that was
warning.
just I think that was just a warning for you.
Bad Santa in Czech Republic is Santa is a pervert.
It's like some porn movie right there.
Santa
that
is
is exactly what.
you can find that in Pornhub. Santa is
Yeah. Well, I can find that in Pornhub easily.
But it's not the movie. But it's not the movie that is mentioned. It's something
No, we will
else.
get some porn. We will get some porn of movie.
It will be a movie, just not the.
due date in German in there is have not due date dodgeball in several countries. One of them is full of nuts, and the other one is right in the nuts.
Point is, there is nuts. Wait, Dodgeball. I think I've watched that movie.
Yeah, it's a
Which
sport
part
film.
are you again?
Calvin, are you looking? Did you lost something?
I lost the foot
Lost
again.
You lost the foot
What?
again.
God damn it.
Oh, there
Okay,
I found it.
well, do you guys have anything else that you want to say in terms of title before I reveal my favorite one?
No,
I
I
have
don't.
nothing more to. I only had one.
Okay. You guys know the film Babe?
No.
No.
It's a pig film, the one by the director of Mad Max, the one about talking pig.
No.
No.
Okay, well, basically there is a film that is about a talking pig, directed by the director of Mad Max, and it's a very family-friendly film, which is why people say it's weird that he's directing Mad Max. But in Taiwan, in Hong Kong, the title of Babe is The Happy Dumpling to Be. Hold on.
Dumpling
Hold on.
Dumpling
Yeah. The happy dumpling to be who talks and solve agricultural problem.
So, why is it so specific?
Dumpling
Why is
to
it so
be.
specific? Why the, wait, did someone solve agricultural problem?
I
In the
don't know.
movie?
I've never seen the film. He lives in a farm. Maybe that's why. But dumpling to be. I'm crying.
Dumpling to be.
Dumpling to be. Hey, if you just stop at dumpling to be, that's already funny enough. Then you continue.
Happy dumpling to be. That's the title, and it's a picture of a pig. How sad is that? What is it?
Man,
What's wrong with
Taiwan don't joke around, man. They're just like, yeah.
Hong Kong?
Oh, really? Hong Kong. Shit.
Okay,
Dude.
this is my favorite one. You guys know the film George of the Jungle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how the song goes, George of the Jungle.
Yeah.
Jungle.
In Hong Kong, it is Big Dumb Monkey Man
Mhm.
keeps whacking tree with genitals.
I feel
I don't know what.
Repeat that word. Big what?
Big Dumb Monkey Man keeps whacking tree with genitals.
He's giving himself a genital torture.
No, he's doing James Bond. He wants to be
Yeah,
James Bond. No, he wants to be James Bond, Kelvin.
We cannot top this. We cannot top this.
we cannot stop. Big dumb monkey man.
Can you imagine going to a theater and you saw the title Big Dumb Monkey Man keeps whacking tree with genitals?
Okay.
You go to a theater and you see
Figure out,
that.
dude, what's going through their heads? What's going through their heads when they were titling that?
In honestly, if I went to the theater and then like there's Endgame and then next to it is a big dumb monkey man keep whacking his genitals on the tree, I would watch Big Dumb Monkey Man.
Okay, how about this? You walk into the theater and there is only two movie titles that you saw. Big Dumb Monkey Man keeps whacking tree with genitals, or Happy Dumpling
to be
No.
to be dumpling. You only have enough money to buy one
pick
ticket.
one. Which one would you buy?
I want to see some genital whacking.
Kelvin, no, you already mentioned that so many times here.
Ariq, would you do the same? Would you see the happy dumpling to be?
I wouldn't like my own genitals, but I will watch. I will watch.
Oh god.
Yeah,
The
big dumb monkey man.
did they think that the vines that George is like swinging to is like the genital?
No. I guess it's because he whacked his whole body on the tree. But I don't know why they only did genital part.
But it's specifically the genital.
Yeah, it's a whole body, not just a genital.
I really don't know. That's the thing.
The-
When I first saw this, I was in a road trip with Kenneth, and we were laughing, we were crying so hard when he said like this. This is so crazy.
What the fuck,
I don't
dude? You know what? I think they hire people from like the streets that's sort of like very very like higher and stuff to give this name. They just went to the streets, gather up some people, name this movie.
I want you to watch this movie and name it.
Should we rename this episode instead of Black Widow versus Mulan versus James Bond into Big Dumb Monkey Man keeps walking through?
Yeah.
Or I don't
That's
know,
like-
like
It will spoil.
I
That
mean,
will spoil the
actually wait, this is interesting, but
spoil the.
if you were one of these people that named the movie title wrong, how would you name Black Widow? How would you title it wrong?
Oh my god.
How would you title Black Widow wrong? Or Mulan?
I don't know. Black Widow will probably go. I'll probably be like Russian spies goes home or something.
What's Mulan? What's Mulan? This graceful girl turns to man.
Transgender warrior.
She's not.
Transgender warrior. Transgender warrior.
Cross-dressing woman fights hard.
Journey. Woman journey to man. Woman journey to manhood.
What?
Woman journey to manhood.
That is a completely different film.
Journey to manhood. Journey to what?
All right.
And then James Bond is like, what? No time to die, no time to live.
No time to live.
No,
Yeah.
no time to die means that
No
all the
time to die,
time,
no
all
time
the
to
time,
live.
all the time to
Yeah.
live. It means all the time to live.
Exactly, there's no time to live.
We gotta wrap
What
this
if it's
up.
just titled No Time?
No
There's
time.
no time.
No time. No time. No time.
We gotta wrap this up before we start crying. We gotta wrap it.
Big dumb monkey man
Big dumb
keeps
monkey
whacking,
man.
keeps whacking tree with genitals. Wait, you know what's here? If I'm going to, if my name is one day on like a headline of a newspaper on the first page or in the news, you know what I'm doing.
Big dumb monkey.
Big dumb disco monkey man.
Keep whacking it.
Keep whacking it. That's something out of like a Florida headline, like Florida man. Does something.
Florida man, keep whacking tree with genitals.
Florida man keeps whacking genitals.
Albert,
To recreate
if one
Bond
day,
movie.
if one day you see that on the headline, you have to inform us.
Oh, they did it. Those bastards actually did it.
Are you crying, Neil?
Big dumb monkey man.
Are you
Oh,
crying?
for God's sake. Big dumb monkey man.
Yeah, I'm reading all the foreign titles. None of them even stands close to a Big Dumb Monkey Man. He's fucking three with genitals.
Damn it, where's the go?
Oh my god! Actually,
Teguh's missing out so much on this.
okay. Just before we wrap up, I'll just speed through some of them that I found. That is not as funny, but still funny anyway. Leaving
Alright.
Las Vegas is, I'm drunk and you're a prostitute.
That escalated quickly.
My
I'm drunk
best
and you're a prostitute.
my best friend's wedding.
Okay.
My best friend's wedding. Help! My pretend boyfriend is gay.
I pretend my friend is gay.
This one is creepy. Batman and Robin. It is, come to my cave and wear this rubber codpiece. Cute boy. There is a comma. There is a comma. Cute boy.
Cute boy.
Cute
Wear my
boy.
what?
Come to my cave.
Wear my what?
and codpiece. Comma. Cute boy.
Can you repeat, please?
Come to my cave and wear this rubber codpiece. Comma. Cute boy.
Cute boy. Oh Lord. Oh my Lord.
The movie Barbed Wire starring Pamela Anderson in China is delicate orbs of womanhood bigger than your head can hurt you.
Okay, so that's funny. No, you know that one? Well, no, I want to know. How about the duck?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. The crying game in Hong Kong is, oh no, my girlfriend has a penis.
My God.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before we all cry.
Let's get to the
God.
Batcave, you cute, and wear this double
if
cotton,
this-
you cute boys.
If this video gets monetized, I don't understand anymore. If it gets demonetized, you know what? Yeah, makes sense. I'm not even gonna
Wait,
complain.
Albert, what country is that from? The come
Cute boy.
to the come to the cave and wear this rubber coat piece,
Cute boy.
cute boy.
That is in Hong Kong, or is it China?
God,
One of
dude.
the two.
these.
Chinese and Hong Kong.
Okay, you know what? Starting
Japanese,
from now on,
Japanese makes it cooler. In China, they makes it. I don't even know.
They just racks it. Big dumb monkey man keeps whacking tree with genitals.
Cute boy.
The whacking trees with genitals and the cute boy one, that's the best one. That's the best one.
Not the happy dumpling to be.
That's the third best one.
That one is so sad. Oh my god. I don't know, big happy dumpling.
You know what? Next time it has to be a law that people from Hong Kong has to name movie titles from from now on.
I'm really dude.
Every time you meet a pig in real life, you're like, "Hi, happy dumpling to be."
Happy dumpling to be.
Well, in the future, if I ever what's the name, own one of those teacup pig, I'll name it dumpling.
To
I'll
be.
name it dumpling.
His name is to be.
Dumpling to be.
Dumpling to be.
Happy dumpling. Yeah, that's what I'll name him. This is so fucking stupid.
All right, we gotta get out of here.
God. Wait, we need to take some time to recuperate, man. We just left our asses.
Wait,
No.
well, my jaw
Wait.
hurts.
Wait. Should we title this episode something bad? I don't know, like a terribly titled video.
Yeah, can we?
Terribly titled episode.
Three
What? 3 men.
three big dumb monkey boys, cute monkey boys.
No, we are not slapping our
Keeps whacking genitals on the screen.
Keep working genitals on the screen.
Wait, when was the last time you guys laughed this hard?
I don't know. This is so stupid.
Next episode, as if Teguh is there, we just pop this up, and Teguh's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
I like how it's just whacking.
Whacking.
Whacking Phoenix.
Whacking Phoenix.
Whacking me? No.
Whacking me.
To be crazy. Wait, how do you retitle? Wait, just one last one. How do you retitle the Joker to a bad one?
Oh, I don't
Crazy
know.
man dances on stair. What? No.
No, it's just going down the stairs.
Going down the Going down the Going down the stairs.
It's just going down the stairs.
A specific scene.
That's a title. Clone Man goes downstairs.
Oh my god, this is actually kind of fun. Just like title everything bad.
I cannot talk anymore. We have to get out of here now.
Yeah.
Wait, my mouth hurts from laughing too much.
My mouth is tired from laughing.
Okay. So with that, let's whack some plugs.
No. We're done
Whack
whacking
some
plugs.
plugs.
We are not
Okay.
whacking.
Ariq, whack it.
I don't want to. Kelvin, please don't make me do it. Oh god. Albert is scared that I actually almost like my own.
Okay. Ariq,
You can whack me at you can whack me at Instagram at Ariq Andria, or you can whack some. I don't know what we can whack on Steam. I guess some play
when I was reading your name,
at Throwback to episode 5.
when I was reading your name, throwback to episode 5, I was reading it throw whack to episode 5.
Throw whack. Okay, fine. I'll change it to throw whack to episode 44. Is that what you wanted?
No, but yeah, Kelvin literally mentioned yesterday that Ariq's one was deep fried Smith.
Oh wait, it's deep fried tofu and Blue Smith and one. That's
Deep fried Smith.
That is so mean.
I'm gonna find like a chicken and then put it on top of his face or something. I'll make some. I'll do it later.
No, and then when I go to your house, you serve me that chicken, and then no context. You just go to me. Here's deep fried Smith.
Oh yeah.
No context, just out of nowhere. Here's a deep fried Smith. Huh?
You did.
All right, so I will watch some. I'll watch some stuff.
No. Oh my god.
So you can find me on Instagram. You can whack me on Instagram at KYAce27, and you can whack me on Mixer at DiscoMonkey027, and you can also whack me on Steam on DiscoMonkey007. Yeah, and look out for future content, especially after January 9. Yes. Yes, I have a YouTube channel, Disco Space Monkey. We don't.
You have to put the space.
Yeah,
Kelvin,
but,
you have to keep mentioning Kelvin January 9th. That's all.
January 9th. That's when the content begins. That's when my content begins.
Is that when the video game
January.
Huh?
Is that when the video game drops?
That's when I'm gonna whack some monsters' genitals.
You're gonna whack. Sorry, no. whack monster genitals.
I'm whacking some monster-sized genital.
The new game Monster Whacker coming soon.
Monster Whacker World. Monster Whacker World.
Okay.
Monster Whacker Ice Break.
Ice Break.
I love how you cannot spell my name on the last episode. You tried to first.
Okay, Albert, whack us out.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Wiradharma. You can find the podcast at The Councilmen Show. That is on Apple, Spotify, Podbean, wherever you listen to your podcast, Anchor. You can find it all there. The video version is available on my YouTube channel. If you're watching it now at Jaw Movie, there's no at in there, but it's in the YouTube channel. And you can follow our Councilmen handle at Councilmen Show on Twitter and Instagram. I haven't been posting lately because been occupied with exams and everything. I actually have exams on Wednesday, so wish me luck, you guys. If you guys are listening, wish me luck.
My finals is next week also.
So wish Ariq luck, wish me luck, wish Kelvin luck, which is working on an assignment right after this. Wish Teguh get well soon because he's having a fever with his.
Sick.
So yes, I'm waiting.
I
What's Kelvin doing?
don't know. This
I'm
is
talking.
the
I'm
no,
asking about the
oh,
work, the homework still.
All right, so let's do
So,
it.
let's end this wacky episode.
and with that, this wacky episode has been whacked.
Okay.
Whack you on the next episode.
And we'll